What is the most amount of money your business has generated in a month?
5 to 10 million naira in a month.
Can you remember the capital you used to start the business?
500,000 naira.
Do you remember when you made your first 1 million in business?
I made my first 1 million naira in that in 1998.
How old were you at that 1998?
24 years.
What is the biggest lesson business has taught you so far?
Biggest lesson the business has taught me is that
What's the biggest amount of money you've lost in the business?
$20,000.
If somebody says he doesn't have a capital, what would your advice to that person starting a business?
If you don't have the capital to in this line, in 10 years notice, you must.
If you can advise your 20 years old self or 30 years old, what would you say?
What I will tell my 20 years old self is,
What line of business are you?
I'm into photography, equipment, and the materials.
How long have you been in this business?
In 1998, I served my uncle for 6 years. I came to Lagos in 1992. Then he settled me. I started my own since then.
Can you remember the capital you used to start the business?
500,000 naira. I rented a shop. This shop and everything cost me about then 245,000 naira. I used the remaining one to start putting. I bought goods and started because of goodwill I have with people. When you are under someone, it's good to be honest, to have character and integrity, so that when you come out on your own, people can support you.
Do you remember when you made your first 1 million in business?
I made my first 1 million naira in that in 1998. By 1999, I started traveling to Dubai.
How old were you at that 1998?
24 years.
24 years. So at 24 years, you made your first 1 million.
Yes.
You know that men 24 years still living under their parents' house.
It depends, because as a young man, you need to know what you want to do and be serious about it. Like when I finished my secondary school, my parents wanted me to further my education, go to university. I told them no. This brought a very big quarrel between me and my father, who even threatened to disown me, because immediately I left, he now focused on my younger one, on my younger brother, who he forced to go to school, and he went to school. Now he's a pharmacist. Then I was 18 years. So when my uncle came, I told him I want to follow him. I packed my things and followed my uncle to Lagos, and we ended up at Aloloya.
So now, so far with your experience and with your years of this business, what is the most amount of money your business has generated in a month?
5 to 10 million naira in a month.
So then within a year, you make at least over 100 million in a year.
Yes.
So would you say at this current level you are there, would you say you are a multi-millionaire or a billionaire?
That I cannot say, but I know that I'm doing well. This at this age. I know I live in my own house in Lagos. I have other houses. I have other houses. And I have cars. And my children are going to school. They are going to one of the best schools in Lagos. Wow. And I pay their school fees.
What is the biggest lesson business has taught you so far?
The biggest lesson the business has taught me is that you have to be focused and consistent. Yes. Because when I started, I could remember in 2001, I bought my goods. Instead of coming, the goods landed normal. Normally just maybe one month or 60 days. The goods spent at least 4 months. 4 months in the sea. At the end of the day, the goods landed. It wasn't easy. And when I traveled to China, I can remember I bought goods. Half of those goods got spoiled. It was a very big challenge for me then, that I have to start from the scratch. Like the person I have been doing business with in China since year 2000 is the same person I continued till date. He trusted me. In fact, he's like my family friend. We are just like friends. So first you have to be honest, because that will make people to trust you. You have to have integrity. Like when my goods got spoiled, I did not say, because my goods got spoiled, I will not pay. I have to get the scratch, pay, and continue again. So you have to have integrity and character.
What would you say is the biggest mistake you made in business so far?
It's going into copyright businest. What I mean by copyright is trying to do something because another person is doing it. It was a very big mistake, and most of the time most of the time I do it, I end up losing money. I've come to understand that I have to use my initiative. I blend, think of what I have to do, and I will put all my effort in it.
What's the biggest amount of money you've lost in the business?
Year 2000, I lost over $20,000. What happened then? I bought a battery. That's what I said about doing something because others are doing it. Somebody gave me a sample of battery. I went to China, I did the battery, and I was hoping to make a very huge. In fact, before the goods could arrive, I have been planning what to do with the money, because I will make a lot of money. So when the goods finally arrived, people were looking for it. The battery wasn't in the market, and everybody was waiting for it with cash. So when the goods finally arrived, I packed all my goods. I brought out the battery. Many people bought it. When they opened the carton, all the battery got spoiled. So I have to refund their money. And most of the battery, I threw it away. And then secondly, because you are not doing the original. Okay. The Chinese, when you ask them to give you quality B, they will give you quality C, D, or even Z, because it is not original and it is not their brand name. The original is from Germany. We have to do the copy. And a lot of people are doing it and they are making money. So I wanted to do the same copy. Yeah. I lost all the money. I bought the battery $25,000. Then I bought other small like toothbrush and cameras. The battery, I threw all of them away and start. It was those cameras and toothbrush. I sold them, start from there.
Now, there's someone now that wants to go to school or want to go into business. What's your best advice?
I would advise them to go to school. Why? These days, business is more advanced. And it's not like our days. Children of nowadays cannot pass through what we pass through. Many of us, we sleep in this shop. In the morning by 4 o'clock, we woke up very, very early in the morning by 5 o'clock and take our bed in front of our shops. So, and then, you dare not eat until you sell. You make your first sell.
Do you think success is about who you know or what you know?
I believe that success is between who you know and what you know is good and who you know. And people you know, you must prove to them that they can trust you. Because in this line, this line we are. If nobody trusts you in this line, you cannot go anywhere. You just pack up and go.
So now, what if there is somebody now that is thinking of going into your own business? What's your major advice for that person?
My major advice is for you to start. First, be diligent, keep working hard.
If somebody says he doesn't have the capital, what's your advice to that person in starting a business?
If you don't have the capital in this line, I'm telling you it's not easy. You must work extra hard. Because this business, photographic business, is capital intensive.
Did you come from a lot of money? Like your parents, or did you reach average of 4?
My parents are, let's say, average.
Operating a business in Nigeria currently, do you think it's challenging or what do you think?
We face a lot of challenges here. The first challenges that we face is transportation is one of it. And you pay a lot of direct and indirect taxes, like here. Now, if you are an importer here, bringing your container all the way from Apapa Port or Tinkan Coconut to this place is about 800,000 naira. Earlier boys will collect money all the way from Idumota Bridge to this place. Then before you know it, just for you to convey your container all the way from Tinkan to here, you spend about 1 million naira. So, a lot of challenges. And the exchange rate is another problem. For us importers, exchange rate is a very big problem. When you have exchange rate that is not fluctuating, sometimes it's frustrating. Yes, because most of the time your customers will call you that exchange rate is low. Why are you still selling that price? And if you want to reduce, if you say I will reduce, by the time you finish selling, it has gone up again. So you have to be extra vigilant and experienced to be a businessman or a trader in Nigeria today.
Has Lagos been favorable for you when you do this?
It's okay. Like in Lagos here, we have a little advantage because we have an opportunity of having customers in our neighboring countries, from Togo, from the Republic, and Ghana and Cote d'Ivoire.
What is the secret to expansion in this kind of business?
The secret to expansion is that if you can get capable managers. If you can get a capable managers. But you know, in Nigeria of today, hardly you see honest people. So most of the people you see around, everybody, all of them wants to ride on you to grow. So most of the time is expansion, having branches. Most of the time you end up regretting it.
If you can advise your 20 years old self or 30 years old, what would you say?
What I will tell my 20 years old self is to take it easy. You are not running anywhere. Take it easy. Go slowly and be consistent. Be consistent. Don't believe that you are smarter than others. Just keep on going. Be consistent in what you are doing. You will get there.
If you have to start all over again today, what would be your first move?
My first move will be to remain in this business and be as stubborn as I was then. There are so many steps I took then that I could remember. Only my mother is the only person that will say, when a child is fighting for his rights, everybody will say that he's stubborn. But they should allow me. Let me take this risk. If I fail, no problem. I was the one that told my uncle that I don't want to stay again, that he should settle me. My parents, everybody was against me. That maybe I wanted to be free, have my own girlfriend, and all sorts of, and join all the other boys. But then, I was very stubborn, but very calculative.
So now what's the final advice for anybody that's watching you now?
My final advice to anybody, first of all, you should know that in this life, you must be diligent, have character, be persistent in whatever good that you are doing, and acknowledge your Lord Jesus Christ as Lord and Savior.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for this. What's your name, sir?
My name is Mr. Harrison Adjemba of Adjemba Photo Company Limited.
Thank you so much once again for this fantastic.
If this episode inspired you, do well to hit the subscribe button, like this video, share it with those who this is going to inspire. I remain your very host, Ben Zik, and I'll catch you again next time. Cheers.